Hey guys, it's Psychosis here, and today I'm giving you another CD collection update. This time it's the 7th one. As you can see, it's a pretty big stack. I've got a lot of CDs since last video. And so, anyways, let's begin. So, starting off with is Ascendancy by Trivium. This is my favorite Trivium album by far, aside from their first album, actually. But yeah, if you're into metalcore, you probably know this album. This album is amazing. I absolutely love this album. And I like Trivium in general, but this is really their best one by far. Yeah, see? Yeah. Title track, Drawn and Torn Asunder, like Light to the Flies, Dying in Your Arms. Oop. Pull Hard on the Strings of Your Martyr is a favorite of mine. Rain, Gunshot Ahead of Trepidation. A lot of good songs. Yeah, music is just awesome. Yeah. Senzi, don't know if I had in the last video. And the next up, I'm excited about this one. I got this one, but this is Echoes of the Fallen by Anterior. Yeah, this is the second and last album by this band before they quit, unfortunately. They were an awesome band, and I remember saying I was going to get this one. I did, so here it is. And I really enjoy this one. Not as much as the first one, but it's not by a huge margin. Like, they're both really close to each other. I'd say if you're a fan of Psychosis, you'll probably love this album. Yeah, see, Tyranny is a song that always shuffle plays. Yeah, the last song was Sonora de las Sombras is really good. And then title track, Gods and Men, all these songs are probably really good. Venomous. Yeah, all really good. If you like that melodic thrashy sound, this album's for you. And then next up we have my third Unearthed album. I have Unearth's The March. Now, this one is my third favorite one, so of course I had to get it. And yeah, one of the early, My Will Be Done was probably one of my earlier listens of the experience with this band. Not the first Unearthed song I ever heard, but was like probably the third or fourth song I ever heard from this band. But yeah, not as good as the other two I have that I've talked about in earlier update videos, CD update videos, but yeah, it's just really good, and see the artwork's kind of silly. But yeah, really good melodic metalcore, thrashy melodic metalcore, I should say. All their albums are super thrashy, like, kind of like thrash metal, but yet not. Pretty good stuff. And then, not sure if I had this one in an earlier video, but I finally got Frail Words Collapse by As Lay Dying. Not their, this is, I have it upside down. Yeah, I put the booklet upside down, but yeah. So those are all the songs. Distance is Darkness, 94 Hours, of course, Forever, Elegy. There's a whole bunch of songs. Yeah, I have the booklet upside down, so that's why I had to flip it. I put it in wrong. But yeah, this album is amazing. It's really rough around the edges, but I really enjoy this album. Not my favorite one, but it's definitely up there. And it's not their first one. People probably think it's their first one, but it's actually their second. Their very first album I really do not like talking about. I'm not a fan, but this one, on the other hand, I really do enjoy. Just, like I said, super rough around the edges, and they definitely improved with their later albums, and their best ones, Shadows Are Security. And then, don't really need an introduction, but a quick rapid fire. I got the Black Album, Master of Puppets, and Kill 'Em All, which I haven't opened yet, but I really should. All amazing albums. I really want to get Ride the Lightning too, but didn't have it at the Walmart where I found these. But yeah, see, I got them for $5 each. Really nice deal. Not much to talk about. Everyone knows Metallica. Awesome. See, I opened this one though. I really like this album. Like Wherever May Roam, Enter Sandman. This all is this one? Yeah, Sad But True. Nothing Else Matters. Yeah, Don't Tread on Me. The Unforgiven. Yeah, The Unforgiven is on this one. Okay. This is Pop on it. But yeah, those are Metallica albums. And the next up we have, of course, my favorite after the Burial album, In Dreams. This album is amazing. Never really got into it because I never gave it a chance when I was younger, but it is amazing. As soon as I heard My Frailty, the opening song, I was just hooked. And then what's really cool with this album too is the guitarist does cleans. It's the only time he does, and they're really good actually. And it's just super awesome gent. Like definitely their best. No, sorry, I'm trying to just get through them really fast because there's a bunch. And then next up we have Veil of Maya, The Common Man's Collapse. And this is not their first album. It's like in the case with As I Lay Dying. This is not their first album at all. But it's really the one where they truly started, I would say. Because their very first album was like your standard deathcore album. Really good, but it doesn't stick with you. This one, though, does. Like, this album is incredible. Like, It's Not Safe to Swim Today. And all these other songs, like, yeah, all the rest of the songs are all amazing. Really awesome. Super much. They went from being like standard deathcore to being super melodic on this album. And it fits. I love the melodies on this album. I could go on. There's, in my opinion, super unique. And I've only heard one other band that replicated the sound, which was like some random Russian band. And yeah, very awesome album. It's just incredibly short though. I think it's only like 28 or 29 minutes long, but it's worth, but every second of that is just amazing. And yeah, and also unfortunately, the jewel case kind of broke, but that's okay. The disc is fine. And then next up, I got another After the Burial album, but we've got Wolves Within, and this one's really nostalgic to me because aside from the one that has Lost in the Static on, I forgot, I'm blacking out the name, Laurentian Ghost, I think it's called. This is like my first experience. I heard the closer, A Wolf Amongst Ravens, and was hooked to these guys. And then years later, I've listened to all their albums and wanted to get some. So of course I had to get this one. Wolf Amongst Ravens was like super heavily played song when I was younger, but all these are great. Yeah, Pennyweight especially is really good. Neo Seal is pretty cool. And the rest are also really good. Those are just the ones I've listened to recently from this. Really good album. Artwork's kind of like really cool, but really basic. And I also forgot to show this, but oops, sorry. So another one of the albums I got from the Sumerian Records unboxing has this, but as you can see, the lyric booklet turns into a poster, which is really sick. But then because of that, though, the actual lyrics suffer. But see, you get a cool poster. So if you want to put a cool poster on your wall, you can. This is really nice. But yeah, awesome Gent album. Probably like one of my first experiences with Gent, aside from the next album. And yeah, see, the disc is kind of the same thing. And that, yeah, so that's Wolves Within. Next up, we have the last album I talked about in the unboxing video, but Born with Osiris' Tomorrow We Die Alive. And this one's special to me because this is probably my first experience listening to Born with Osiris, and definitely my favorite album by them by far, which isn't saying much because they are a good band. But yeah, my brother had me listen to the song Machine, and I was just, when I was young, really a lot younger, around the time it came out, shortly after it came out, I was just hooked. It was my first experience listening to Gent. I just heard the gentiness, and I was just hooked. Yeah, but all these songs are great. Diversity, another single, is awesome. Yeah, I don't know, I'm blacking out. I gotta listen to this album again. It's been some months since I've last listened to it, but yeah, just really good album. The song Machine always sticks with me because of nostalgia reasons. It was what introduced me to this band, and then I listened to all their albums, and I'm a fan. And not sure if I like After the Barrel or Born Osiris better, but they all are both very similar, and I thank both of them for really shaping my future tastes in music when I first heard them. So yeah, really good. And plus the album artwork's cool. It's got like a little orb and stuff. Looks kind of like a robot. There's a shoulder blade. It looks like gears and stuff. Pretty cool. Awesome album. And then next up we have another Bullet for My Valentine album. We have Fever. This is probably the one where they really started getting more mainstreamy big. Like their crashing sound started disappearing. More mainstream, catchier tunes. But all these songs are great. Your Betrayals, like really popular one. Last Fight. Pretty on the Outside is pretty cool. But yeah, see, there's the old band. And yeah, the artwork is silly though. See, it's a girl. And I didn't know this until I actually got the album, but you can look, there's bubbles. Got bubbles on a metal core album. And she's got a claw hand. I never noticed that. And yeah, very silly artwork, but very good album. Not as good as the other two I have. This is probably my third or fourth favorite by them. But yeah, great album. And then we have, I was excited to get this one, but Infrared Horizon by Artificial Brain. This is my favorite Artificial Brain album by far, and one of the first ones I ever heard, and it's amazing. I think the artwork is amazing too, but musically it is just fantastic. Like, all these songs are amazing. And it's just a beautiful album. It's melodic, it's brutal, it's very dissonant. The guitar is awesome. It's just the best. I love this. I love this album. This is the only death metal album on this video, but I absolutely love this. One of my earliest examples of listening to death metal. I just absolutely loved it since then. And I've wanted it so many years, and I just never got it. It would sell out, and it would be restocked and sell out again. And I was always hesitant on getting it. And finally, I finished a semester. I was like, I need to celebrate, so I got it. And I just sent it and I bought it. I don't know why I have like such bad impulse about buying things, but I got it. It's amazing. And the one guitarist, I don't know if he was on this album or not, Oleg Zalman. He has a YouTube channel. You should check him out. He does guitar covers. He's amazing. Probably one of my favorite people to watch in that regard. But yeah, awesome album. Definitely check it out if you haven't heard it. If there's any like a single death metal album you need to check out, it's this one. But yeah, and finally we have for today's Fight the Silence. Now this is another one I absolutely wanted. I avoided hearing it forever, but towards the tail end of high school I heard Break the Cycle. That's what it is. There it is right there. I heard the song Break the Cycle and watched the YouTube video when I was at Skills or something, and I just was hooked since then. Absolutely amazing album though. A little bummed because the lyrics stray away from like faith stuff and more about like general issues and stuff. Nothing wrong with that, they're still wholesome, but I just like the more Christian based lyrics. But it's still an amazing album musically and stuff. And yeah, artwork is just a little basic though, but whatever. It's a great album. And yeah, those are all the albums of my update. CD update number 7. I hope you all enjoyed them, and if you found something new, pretty good, all power to you. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.